honor you for coming out here today. Let's get right to work. He's hot. Let's get right to work. As you can see, my voice is a little hoarse because last night I was in Oshawa. We did a concert there last night. It was wild and crazy and savage, and that's the way it should be. And but of course now I have to use my voice so that I can bring it back to its normal capacity for tonight's show. It's funny, the more you use something, the better it gets, at least in nature. Now, what are we here to discuss? When I was asked to speak here this week, Canadian Music Week, I thought about, what would be the best topic to give a music and arts community. We only have a little time together, so I'm going to speak about some very intricate topics in a quick matter of time. I'm not trying to rush or be, quick, but there's a lot of information I'd like to give you, and so, feel free to record, feel free to write stuff down. As you know, KRS-One is public domain. Now, let's start first, for those that may or may not know, let's begin with the subject of hip-hop itself. Because this is what I want to talk about, is the new hip-hop business paradigm. That's what we're going to call it. The new hip-hop business paradigm. The new hip-hop business paradigm, well, before I get into the business part, let's talk about hip-hop. As you know, 1973, Kool Herc comes out, 1520 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx. At the request of his sister Cindy, he plays music for the kids of 1520 and 1600 Sedgwick Avenue. His crew was Pebbly Pooh, DJ Clark Kent, Coke LaRock, the Nigga Twins, etc. Kool Herc was a DJ, as a matter of fact, our first DJ, graffiti writer, B-boy, and MC. This is why we call Kool Herc the father, because the four original elements of hip-hop seem to have been embodied in him. Go further, 1974, we get Africa Bambaataa, who then lays down the principles of hip-hop: peace, love, unity, and safely having fun. Africa Bambaataa expanded the four elements from breaking, MCing, graffiti writing, and DJing to include knowledge and overstanding. We come up to 1976 and you get Grandmaster Flash, who invents the crossfader on the mixer and scratching, cutting, blending of records, and invented. Grandmaster Flash then goes on to put out a group called the Furious Five. Two members of the group, Cowboy, I'm the C-O-W-B-O-Y, and Melly Mel, you may know him from The Message. It's like the jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. These two guys in particular, there was five guys in the group, but Cowboy is the reason we say ho and throw your hands in the air. All that was created by a person. Melly Mel is the reason we have conscious hip-hop to begin with. Melly Mel is the reason why or how MCs first looked at themselves and said, this is what we're going to try to pattern ourselves after. See, today there are millions of MCs in the world, millions. But back in these days, I'm talking about the late 70s, there was only like 5 MCs in the whole world. Like 5. And these MCs influenced everyone else. Go a little further, you get into the corporate structure with the song Rapper's Delight. Rapper's Delight sells 2 million records when it comes out, and suddenly hip-hop is legal. Before 1979, hip-hop was illegal and immoral. You couldn't break or b-boy. You couldn't dance outside in the street. It's called loitering. You'd be arrested, and many were. You couldn't bring your equipment outside and play because you were loitering, you were trespassing, you was, disturbing the peace, so to speak, and that was illegal. In addition, the cutting was immoral. You're not supposed to touch the turntable. You're supposed to put the record on the turntable, let it spin, and step away from the device. We, of course, had a whole different way of looking at it, and instead of just putting the record on, we started to interact with the record, with the whole machine itself. I'm gonna stop here because the rest is literally history. When hip-hop becomes corporate, it makes a split. Before, when it was just cultural, there were rules, there were codes. You were judged based on your distance from or to the code. We had a term called down by law. If you was down by law, it meant that you was part of you had a certain immunity in the community. The community trusted you. The community knew what you were about. The community wanted you to rise and represent them. You was down by law. Down means a part of, for those that aren't bilingual. Down means to be part of, to join with. You down with me? I'm down with you. We're together. The law in hip-hop is respect. That's it. Respect. Respect leads to credibility and authenticity. I'm real. Down by law. This real dude right here, we want to see him succeed because he's part of us, or she's part of us. Now, go forward. And please take notes. I'm moving very quickly through time. In 1979, with the Sugar Hill Gang, we sold 2 million records, and suddenly everything hip-hop was about was cool to the American mainstream. Before Rapper's Delight, everything we did was wrong. We had baggy clothes, some of them were ripped. There was a rag, the rags you see the Crips and Bloods wear, and now some rappers, Red, Blue, this, that, and the other. Those mechanics rags is what they were. Those mechanics rags was like 10 for 25 cents. We took the mechanics rag, put it on our head, made it drape out the back of our pocket. America said, that is criminal, that is wrong, you will never succeed in society dressing like the way you dress. Baggy clothes, big shirts, dreadlocks hair, bald head, and we were wrong. Here's where the tide changed for us. Everything in the mainstream had its own value to it that connected you to the mainstream. The dress was for your job. Your speech was for your boss, your employer. Your degree was so that you could function in society. We were the ones who said, we don't want to be part of none of that. We came out of the 60s civil rights movement in the United States. In the 60s civil rights movement, there were 2 arguments. One, integration. Should we be part of this system? Hell yeah, our fathers and mothers died, bled, and also built the country. We have a stake here. Integration. The other argument was separation. No, do for yourself. Get off your ass. Build your own nation. Why do you keep asking the white man for help? These 2 arguments raged on. Integration won.